And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Will get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And let's just go ahead and list all the things scouts saw when he was coming out of LSU. Tracks the ball easily. Great vertical speed. Plays above the rim. Excellent catch radius. And has good contact strength. That led to 17 touchdowns scored last year, which led college football.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles
first down.
right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A give running right, Etienne. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 22 carries, 94 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snaked.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Pass knocked free there by Tyson Campbell.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Thomas, the man in motion left.
Now Lawrence.
And this pass is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Johnson on the return.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Oliver with the sack, and he really came into his own a season ago, recording a career-high 9.5 sacks, playing at a level that the Buffalo Bills envisioned when they made him a first-round pick.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding, offense.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Lawrence. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A give to Etienne running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Lawrence running right on the option. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A short throw there to Strange. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
20! Touchdown, Jaguars! Devin Duvernay, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive will start with an option going left. And fights through one man. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
To the air, Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And the Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And complete, right side to Cook.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Give to Cook out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 2-yard line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Devon Hamilton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, nice move. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Holding offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Johnson to return it. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Samuel in motion. Now Allen. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. But to throw again is Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to shake him off. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the 3rd quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Again, it's Cook.
takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Cook up the gut. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 33. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A first down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
Here's Allen.
And he'll get this one to Cooper complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 65 yards.
And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. ETN once more.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Straight ahead, ETN.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Jones.
A short throw there to Strange.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen. That is caught, and he is going to have the Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Allen now on the option right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on first down. Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devon Hamilton able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On the draw, this is Davis. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Thomas has got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Offense.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. They run it again with Cook.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give. This is Cook. And some room to run now.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To the air, Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars back with it on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced
Automatic
error.
first
Stay
down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Etienne up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, a short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Allen to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 4. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Jones. And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now Jones.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To throw is Jones. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they get the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.